You cannot imagine how so glad I am myself, no? I was glad to be back. I was extremely glad to have opportunity yesterday to see, one of your great achievements, and I think I had a very moving day.
Yeah, you saw it.
I saw it, but I was telling my friend, the minister, and I said in my statement, the final statement done, I have a sense of mixed feelings, The first is to see what I have never seen in my political and professional life, how there is nothing, has been a total destruction. So you become sad how in the 21st century you could witness such a... But then the second element that it was, I think, when my tour in Agdan was good, because then your special representative showed me, the plan for the future. And so you feel there is a great vision, President. So there is a possibility to already, and you see the roads, you see the people engaged, you see the dynamism, the very strong feeling of pride at the same time of new, this Azerbaijan always moving forward and now with more strength. So really I feel, I feel always a friend of Azerbaijan, but this time I'm proud, to be with you and trying to modestly accompany your efforts and your foreign ministry and Minister of Culture in my new mission as High Representative for the United Nations Alliance on Civilization. So thank you very much for receiving me and having the opportunity to preview what we can do together.
Thank you very much for visiting us, and also thank you for visiting liberated territories. And you talked about your feelings. I think everybody has the same feelings. And when I visited after the war first time Agdam, I had the feeling of sadness, because the feeling of sorrow, and at the same time the feeling of decisiveness to rebuild the city. And you probably were informed that less than in 1 month's time, we already launched the process of reconstruction. You saw everything is destroyed. At the same time, there are 97,000 mines only in Agdam district. Only from Armenia we managed to get the mine maps for Agdam district, but in other districts there are hundreds of thousands of mines which they refuse to give us the maps, and we already had more than 100 casualties. After the war stopped, almost 30 people were killed, and more than 100 severely injured from landmines and personal mines and anti-tank mines, including 2 journalists who died at the beginning of this month. And they destroyed the cities not during the war, the First Karabakh War, but after. They destroyed it systematically within almost 30 years after the First Karabakh War stopped, for several reasons. First, in order to take all these construction materials, because the houses were demolished and the stones were taken. So it was a kind of a robbery. And second, in order not to allow Azerbaijanis to return, because they thought that after this total devastation, nobody will return. And it's not only cities, but villages. When you go, for instance, when I go in other directions, for instance, to Jabrail, and you also been to Fizuli in Zangil and Kubatli, it is the same. All the villages, all the cities destroyed. And now we need to clean it from mines, and also in parallel to start reconstruction. But we already accumulated all our efforts, mobilized our resources, and big infrastructure projects have started already. Probably you're informed about that. And we will rebuild it, and we will demonstrate, I think, a unique experience in the world, from this kind of devastation to development to very decent living standards for people. So thank you for visiting those areas. It's a really sign of your sympathy with those who suffered from war, from long-lasting occupation, and sign of support.